on One Life to Live.
We've got a professional disagreement.
If that's all you think it is, then I don't see how we can possibly resolve this.
A business decision threatens their personal lives.
I'll be in the guest bedroom.
And on the edge of night, it's wedding bells for Raven. While the man she really loves has marriage plans of his own. One Life to Live, The Edge of Night, weekdays.
These days, when you snap your fingers, don't be surprised if someone hands you...
Sugar-free, Canada Dry, ginger ale. It's got that ginger snap.
It's easy to watch your weight when your sugar-free soft drink tastes this great.
Sugar-free, Canada Dry, ginger ale. It's got that ginger snap.
It's so crisp, fresh, and light.
Sugar-free, Canada Dry, ginger ale. It's got that ginger snap.
Aren't you ready for Canada Dry?
Come back, Connie Francis, 7:30 tonight.
Now, Raven, pull yourself together. The bride isn't supposed to cry on a wedding day. Everybody else maybe, but not the bride.
I can't help it. I just looked into the mirror and the tears started coming.
I know, my dear. What you're doing is a very, very difficult thing. But only yesterday you told me that you were sure it was the right thing.
It is the right thing, I know it is.
You were simply afraid that Ian would not renew his marriage proposal. But he did. And here we are.
Yeah. Here we are. You know, the funny thing is I really like Ian. He's very sweet and he's very handsome. But he's got one big thing wrong with him. He's not Sky.
Well, that is a fault he'll be unable to correct. Now, you listen to me. I want you to make up your mind. If you really feel you cannot face this situation, the time to back out of it is right now.
No. No. I'm going to do it.
Personally, I wouldn't blame you if you turned and fled.
I've thought about doing that about 1,000,000 times, but I can't.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Even though I deplore this whole wretched mess, I have never admired you so much as I do right now.
Oh, stop. You're gonna make me start crying again.
Hi, is it all right to come in?
Yes, come in.
I thought I might be able to help.
Well, I think we're under control. How do you like Raven's dress?
Oh, that's lovely. But then we all knew you would make a beautiful bride.
Yes, I always do, don't I? Well, I think I better go fix my eyes.
She's been crying, hasn't she?
Yes, she has. I'm not surprised, are you?
No, I'm not surprised.
Nancy, I cannot remember an unhappier wedding day.
Well, it certainly is strange. But it's her decision. She does know what she's doing.
She knows what she has to do for the man she loves.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Cascade, the dishwasher detergent that leaves dishes and glasses virtually spotless. And by Sunshine Fresh Mr. Clean. He helps keep no-wax floors shining bright.
Happy birthday!
Oh, Jimmy, don't. The floor's wet. No, it's dry. I washed it hours ago. What? Oh, you're kidding. Wow, that shine made me think it was wet. Using something new for your no-wax floor?
Yep. New Lemon Bright Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean is new?
Sure is.
It's a whole new Mr. Clean. New lemon bright color, new fragrance.
Terrific. Really lemony.
And a new brightening formula that's even better than before.
I'll say. It really shines. And no dull film or streaks.
Even Armstrong approves it for my no-wax Solarian floor.
With a shine like this, I approve, too.
New Lemon Bright Mr. Clean brings out a no-wax shine so bright, you may wonder, is it wet or is it dry?
No, it's dry.
Mary Beth loves to spot a bargain. In fact, she spotted that bargain dishwasher detergent this morning.
Spotted is certainly a good word for it.
Allison spotted a bargain just this afternoon.
And it seems to have spotted me back.
Spots are no bargain. That's why you should try Cascade. See, most bargain brands can leave drops that spot, but Cascade has sheeting action to help prevent spots from forming. Looks like Mary Beth spotted a real bargain this time.
I went back to Cascade for good. I did too, and my glasses look terrific.
For virtually spotless dishes, try Cascade, because spots are no bargain.
What are these metal chairs doing here? I don't like metal chairs. Let's get rid of them. Cassie, have you heard from the judge?
No.
Has he called her? He hasn't called him. Fine. He's late. He swore he would be here before the ceremony. Ian, would you mind if everyone stood for the ceremony?
It's fine with me.
If there's going to be a ceremony, of course. The judge has not arrived yet.
Relax, Camilla. There's plenty of time.
Oh, you should have taken more time dressing. Look at this tie.
What's wrong with a tie?
Your tie is crooked. I will fix it.
Yes, I was a bit fumble-fingered this morning. I managed to cut myself shaving, too.
The groom is jittery, is he?
Who, me? Jittery? Try panic-stricken.
Darling, you have done this before. You should be calm. And the bride has done it several times, so she should be cool as a cucumber.
Now, remember, Camilla, you promised to be all sweetness and light today.
All right. I will be the perfect sister to the perfect groom. Oh, I hope that's the judge. Now, remember, you have all those papers you have to fill out.
You're a bit rattled yourself. Now, don't worry. You're not losing a brother.
No, I'm losing my living quarters.
Now, Camilla, you know I didn't mean what I said about your moving out. I want you to stay in this house.
Have you ever seen the Chinese ideograph for war? Two women under the same roof.
Judge Copeland is here.
How do you do, sir? No problem getting here?
Oh, no, only a small one. I was daydreaming a bit, and I took the wrong road. I hope I haven't delayed things.
Oh, no, not at all. There's some paperwork we have to take care of.
Oh, yes, if you don't mind.
My study is just this way.
Gavin! How nice of you to be prompt.
Something tells me I'm a little too early.
Oh, heavens, no. I need a strong arm to lean on. Weddings can be an ordeal, you know.
They don't have to be.
No, they don't have to be. And if I ever get married again, I'm going to keep it simple. I hate fuss.
Well, the room looks very pretty, all these flowers.
Oh, how gallant of you to compliment the room.
I'm sorry, I should have told you how pretty you look.
That's the idea.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. You said it was going to be very simple.
No, weddings are always complicated because of the tensions they produce. Married people wonder why they're married, and single people wonder why they aren't.
Well, just relax and have a good time. That's what I intend to do.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
And remember, you're not losing a brother, you're gaining a sister. And you're welcome to her, honey.
I think I'd rather have the measles. Speaking of which, how's your little friend Jody? I hear she's sick.
Who told you that?
Oh, I don't know. I went to the rock garden, and one of her friends mentioned it. You mean you don't know?
No, I didn't. What's wrong with her?
Well, I didn't ask for a medical report, and I hope you're not going to go up there asking.
No, I know where I'm not wanted.
Oh, here they come. Listen, let's duck down to the train room and have a quick drink.
No, I think you should stay here and greet your guests.
Well, I'd rather be alone with you.
Don't know if I should do this, Guy. There's bound to be champagne at the wedding.
It won't be as good as this. Besides, we deserve our own private little celebration, don't we?
Yes. But when are we going to tell people? It's hard to keep this to myself.
We'll tell people. It's just that I'd hate to waste a moment like this. It's a once-in-a-lifetime moment.
Well, I think the sooner we tell people, the better.
I see. You want to make sure I'm committed, don't you?
Well, maybe I do.
Well, I can assure you I am committed. Besides, this is Raven and Ian's day. We don't want to steal their thunder, do we?
No, we don't.
And they deserve the spotlight all by themselves.
I know, but I've told Nancy. Remember that. And I'm sure she's told Mike by now. And
that's all right. I spoke with Nancy, and I asked her to keep it quiet for a while.
You did? This really is important to you, isn't it?
I spoke with Ian, too, and I asked him to keep it under his hat, because I just don't want to spoil the fun that I'll have in making the announcement, which I'll do in a day or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Whitney, the car is waiting out front for you, sir.
Oh, well, I guess we better be off.
Okay.
Can't be late.
Once a year, Marty and I go camping. Marty does the fishing, I do the cooking.
And I don't forget my Nabisco Triscuits.
Ever tried a Triscuit pizza? Just grated cheese, tomato sauce, and any topping, all heated up. Triscuit wafers are like a whole snack menu in one box.
Oh, hi, honey. Did you catch our dinner?
Mm-hmm. Like I say, don't forget your Triscuit.
We've got snacks for one, snacks for all.
Oh, Major, you sure have a nose for beef. Now, hold on. Hold on, will you? I know it's Alpo time. Come on, I'll get you some. It's right here. Right in the old Alpo meat locker. You know, dogs have a natural love for beef. And that's why Alpo Beef Chunks Dinner is packed with the beef dogs thrive on. And that's real beef in Alpo. And beef is what dogs love. So give your dog Alpo. Because Alpo's got the beef that dogs love to eat. Right, Major? Huh?
Just make sure you watch procedures, Otis. Procedures. I don't want to go... Come in. I don't want to go through all the trouble of arresting these guys, taking them to court, and then having it thrown out just because nobody read them the rights. No, I'm not going to be here. I want you to call and tell Helen as soon as you arrest them. I'll be calling into her to get any kind of messages, okay? All right, thanks. I'm sorry, Mike. I've got a stakeout going, and I got to make sure everything is okay.
We're going to another stakeout, remember? The wedding.
That's a good name for it, isn't it? But look, Mike, I got so much work on my desk, I don't know if I can really make this wedding. All right, obviously, misery loves company, and I'm going, huh?
You're part of the inner circle, Derek.
This inner circle is getting awfully big. I think half the people at the wedding know the real reason it's taking place.
That's true.
Well, I'm surprised Cameron didn't find a way to invite himself. He's the most important member of this wedding.
He's the matchmaker, all right. He's the one who's really giving the bride away. But there is a good reason for you to be there.
Are you guys still worried about me being a loner?
I prefer to work as the DA with a healthy chief of police. And with the hours you put in...
Listen, I have taken your advice already. I put in for some vacation time, and I booked passage on a Pacific cruise.
Good for you. I'm glad to hear it.
Now, I just wish I felt like going. I don't. No more than I feel like going to this wedding.
It's what we've been aiming for all along, Derek. The culmination of a lot of hard work.
Well, it better be worth it.
Well, there's no guarantee of success. But Cameron has confidence that it will work sooner or later. That Devereaux will find that phone book, and that his wife will be by his side when he does.
I know it's all for a worthwhile end. I just don't like the means we use to get there. I'm talking about Val. All right, I guess I'm ready to go.
Derek, before we go, I think there's something I should tell you.
Uh-oh.
What? Sky Whitney has proposed to Valerie.
He did what?
He asked her to marry him, and she said yes.
Wait. Why does he have to go and do a thing like that? Why does he have to go so far as to propose to her?
Ian had him backed into a corner, and Sky realized that unless he did something drastic to satisfy Ian, the wedding would probably never take place.
So he's got to go and tell her the worst lie of all, that he wants to marry her?
I'm afraid that's what happened.
Oh, damn it.
That doesn't mean that the wedding will actually take place. The engagement is strictly for Ian's benefit. It'll be called off as soon as possible.
Oh, that's real nice of him.
Now, nobody knows about this yet. Ian has promised to keep it to himself until they have announced it.
Does Raven know?
No. And we hope that she doesn't find out until they're off on their honeymoon.
So if all goes as planned, then everybody gets what they want, don't they? Sky gets his freedom. Raven gets Sky. Cameron gets his phone book. And Valerie gets slapped in the face.
I knew you wouldn't be happy about this, Derek. But I thought I'd better tell you about it now.
Well, I hope I can keep my mouth shut when I get there to the ceremony. Because I sure feel like telling her everything.
Too hot. The things we do to keep us comfortable.
But she's worth it.
That's why she gets Loves. We tried some elastic diapers that cost less, but they didn't all fit like Loves.
Look, if they're wide, they bunch up between her legs. Love's is curved like an hourglass to fit comfortably.
Nothing's too good for our little tadpole.
Your baby's comfort begins with love, love.
Look who's playing center field.
Look who's wearing center field.
And we're out of bleach.
Try mine, Joe.
That's not my bleach.
Trust me.
Joan is trying Biz Bleach. With energized cleaners, even liquid bleaches don't have. So Biz cleans muddy dirt better.
I can't believe these are the old red and whites. What was that bleach?
Biz Bleach.
Well, I'm impressed.
So am I.
Discover Biz Bleach for a cleaner, whiter wash.
Pert shampoo. It'll help bring back the bounce.
There's a sassy bounce,
A classy bounce.
a happy bounce,
And a snappy bounce.
Pert shampoo, it'll bring back the bounce.
Pert shampoo. Pearly green smells terrific with a whisper of conditioning. Pert will help bring back the bounce. There's a party bounce.
A smarty bounce,
A shorty bounce.
and a sporty bounce. Pert shampoo, it'll bring back the bounce.
No, I have to be honest with her. It's the only way to handle it. Well, don't you agree?
Cliff, I'm not really sure she was serious. But if she was...
You guys need these menus, or do you have it memorized yet?
Look, Mitzi, why don't you sit down? Please?
Why? What are you gonna do?
Well, I just want to talk to you for a minute.
Cliff, I don't have a minute. I mean, this is a hungry man here, and Poppy's on her break. I gotta get back to work.
Mitzi, it won't take long. Please.
Okay. But please don't say anything unkind, because I am not in the mood for anything unkind.
I just want to talk to you. There's a few things we have to settle.
This doesn't sound good.
Well, first of all, I can't accept your marriage proposal.
Well, Cliff, thanks a lot for telling me in public.
Mitzi, it wasn't really a genuine proposal anyway, was it? I mean, your reason for asking Cliff wasn't genuine.
So you don't love me? Is that what you're trying to tell me? And you need Dee Dee here as a witness?
Don't be silly.
Maybe you should have brought an affidavit and we could both sign it.
I love you. You know that. I know the real reason why you want me to marry you. Dee Dee told me.
You didn't.
I did.
You want me to marry you, so I can't testify against you.
Cliff, that is not the only reason.
Well, it's the main reason, and it stinks. First of all, your knowledge of the law is shaky. The spouse rule is no longer in effect.
Mitzi, that's not why we're worried. We're concerned about the reason that you said it.
Dee Dee told me the reason. Well, she wouldn't tell me the real reason. She said it was a confidence.
It's up to you, Mitzi.
I can't.
Why not?
Cliff, don't ask me to. I just can't.
Mitzi, if you don't tell me, you know what I'm gonna think? The worst.
What is that supposed to mean?
You killed Nora Fulton.
Cliff, how can you say that? All right, I saw her that night. But somebody saw me. At least I thought they saw me. But of course, it's just as good as if he did see me, because I asked him if he saw me, and he said that he didn't. But of course, when I asked him if he saw me, he just could say he saw me, even if he... Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Not a word.
I think what Mitzi is saying is that she thinks that someone saw her before the murder who might be able to implicate her. Is that why you were so afraid to talk about that night?
Mitzi, didn't it ever occur to you that that person might be the real murderer himself? Well, you said it was a he, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. It was a he, all right. It was a whole lot of he.
Mitzi?
It was Gunther Wagner. And he was wearing a wig. And I don't know how he did it, but I will bet you anything that man killed Nora Fulton.
Will you have some champagne?
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
What time shall I pick you up, Mr. Whitney?
2 hours, Gunther. No, make it an hour and a half.
Yes, sir. Have a good time, and you too, Miss Bryson.
Thank you, Gunther.
a bit worried about you two. The ceremony's about to begin.
Oh, well, I'm glad we made it then. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Ian Sky tells me you're planning quite a honeymoon.
With any luck, it'll never end. Who knows, when we're coming back, I have some business to attend to abroad.
Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get to go to Europe on my honeymoon.
Valerie really looks lovely, doesn't she?
She certainly does. She better be careful. She's gonna out-radiate the bride.
Yes, she might.
Nancy, I told Derek about the engagement, but I think that's the last time we should mention
Yes, he did.
Geraldine, how are you?
Nancy,
Oh,
you right?
Geraldine. Where is Raven?
Well, she's almost ready. Nancy and I have been getting her all set, so I think she'll make it all right now.
Well, everyone, I think we're ready to have the ceremony. Would you please take your places?
We are gathered together today to join this man and this woman in lawful matrimony, which is an honorable estate, and one which should be entered into only upon mature consideration. I require and charge you both that if either of you knows of any reason why you should not be lawfully joined together in matrimony, you now confess it. Ian Devereaux, do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Raven Alexander, do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, as long as you both shall live? May I have the rings, please? Place this ring on her finger and repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed, and with all my worldly goods I thee endow.
With this ring I thee wed, and with all my worldly goods I thee endow.
Now place this ring on his finger and repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed, and with all my worldly goods I thee endow.
With this ring I thee wed, and with all my worldly goods I thee endow.
Join hands. Inasmuch as Ian and Raven have now joined together in lawful wedlock and have declared the same by giving and receiving a ring, I, in accordance with the authority vested in me by this state, pronounce that they are husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Purina has just invented a product so new, so effective, we're keeping the name top secret. It's a cat litter deodorizer concentrated to work like nothing ever has. At every litter change, just add 1 pouchful. These concentrated deodorant pellets stop odors before they start. Sound effective? It is. So new and effective, we're keeping the name Top Secret. New Top Secret cat litter deodorizer. Keeps litter odors top secret.
In the winner's circle, top star Jill St. John.
Can the new Kinney make it in Jill's world?
Kitty can. Kitty can. Kitty can.
Kinney flings with supple leather uppers. Jill usually pays much, much more, but she doesn't have to.
You're right.
And neither do you. Not if you shop in the great American shoe store.
Kitty can.
And we are.
On All My Children, Silver confesses her love affair.
As a matter of fact, he's somebody you know. Oh, really, who?
All My Children.
Yes. And Raven, you look absolutely beautiful. Just find the book. You'll never know how proud we are of you.
Ian, I think it's time for a little speech. We would love to hear something from the happy bridegroom.
Oh, I'm sure everyone would prefer if I just kept quiet. But come to think of it, there is something I'd like to say.
Wonderful. All right, everyone. Attention, please. We have a few words coming from our bridegroom.
Well, I don't really have anything earth-shaking to tell you, except to thank you all for coming here this afternoon and sharing our happiness. And to apologize for the fact that we'll be leaving shortly.
Why must you leave soon?
Oh, it's a question of plane schedules and that sort of thing. If we didn't leave now, we'd have to spend our wedding night at the airport. But before we go, I'd like to make an announcement.
No, no, no. You're not allowed to tell where the honeymoon is.
No. This doesn't concern the bride or the bridegroom. It concerns another wedding. I'd like to be the first to tell you that my best man and my best friend, Sky, being so envious of my good fortune, has he himself decided to take the plunge. I hope you don't mind my telling everybody, Sky. I'm delighted to announce the forthcoming wedding of Mr. Schuyler Whitney to the lovely Miss Valerie Bryson. And now, Raven, I think we should be off. Oh, don't forget the bouquet.
Real cheddar cheese and crispy bacon. With a taste combination this good, even a cheese lover like me can't live on cheese alone, and Cheetos knows it. Look, new bacon and cheddar-flavored Cheeto snacks.
Now, Cheetos combines the natural goodness of real cheese and the sizzling taste of bacon. Introducing new bacon and cheddar-flavored Cheeto snacks.
Bacon and cheddar. What could taste better?
New from Frito-Lay.
Delicious.
More ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, please.
Would you believe once I couldn't get Gary to eat lunch? Now it's as easy as ABCs and 1, 2, 3s from Chef Boyardee.
Letters and numbers of enriched pasta in 3 tasty varieties.
Now Gary even asks for seconds.
More ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, please.
Help Chef Boyardee help Easter Seals. Redeem Chef Boyardee newspaper coupons, and Easter Seals gets a matching donation. Thanks, Chef Boyardee.
Seems as though a harmony is hard to find. Always on my mind. And frustrated days pass without sight. The edge of night, half dark, half light. Do you think we might wake up someday and be aware of all the games people play? Living circles of unending strife as we look for light, and nothing is wrong and nothing is right. The edge of night, half dark, half light. Watching all alone.
Tonight on ABC's World News Tonight.
The groundwork has been laid. Challenger, you are free to take off now.
But Challenger remains earthbound. Its launch delayed over 2 months. Could technical snags jeopardize our shuttle's future? ABC News, uniquely qualified to bring you the world.
TV's more complicated. Local, network, cable, pay. To watch the best that's on, pick up the best. This week's TV Guide. TV Guide helps you decide.
Good afternoon. I'm Ernie Anastas. Coming up today at 5 o'clock, our terrible weather and how long is it going to last? Also, 2 teenagers die in a 70-mile-an-hour crash in Brooklyn. It started out as a joyride. We'll have a full report, and we'll also have this.
This may not look like exercise to you, but it is. I'll be telling you about it.
It's Sunday. Come on. Man's best friend isn't always a dog. Ripley's Believe It or Not. Then, Matt Houston does some fancy footwork to solve the Vegas showgirl murders. I don't want to kill anymore. Then, women who have been sexually assaulted
Mommy!
come face to face with convicted rapists. What could they have in common? The face of rage. Parental discretion is advised.
Sunday. Next week, Tony Geary, Carol O'Connor, and Richard Chamberlain on Good Morning America.
You like Swanson dinners, huh?
Uh-huh.
You like that one?
Uh-uh. My brother does.
Ah, your brother. So then you must like the fish and chips, huh?
Nope. Lydia does.
Lydia, your sister?
Babysitter.
Ah, well then, which dinner do you like? Wait a minute, that's a Swanson breakfast. Your mom lets you eat that for dinner?
Nope. But Lydia will.
Kids really love having dinner with the Swansons.
My troupe. 8 little individuals with different talents and tastes, so it's not easy to please them all. But I found a way. What kind of candy would you like? Good. I've got that.
With Hershey's Miniatures, you get lots of individual candy bars for lots of individuals. Hershey's Miniatures, 4 different chocolate tastes, all in one bag.
Hi, Mom. What kind of candy did you get?
What kind would you like?
Strawberry.
Good. I've got that.